Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com. Just want to give you my recap, my thoughts on my beloved Miami Dolphins. 30-20, lose to the BUCS. Yeah, the first drive for the Dolphins there, Damian Williams, 69-yard run. Cutler had an interception 2 plays later. Jay Cutler for you, $10 million. $10 million spent. Can we please listen, okay. All right, I mean, I was expecting a little bit more. Game continues. BUCS 3-0 over the Fins. Murray had a 30-yard field goal. Touchdown, Cutler then. You had Cutler to Landry. Dolphins 7, BUCS 3. Kind of wondered, is this the only score that you would see from what you've seen from the Dolphins? 7-3. Fins then were 7-6 against the BUCS. Murray, 30-yard field goal. BUCS scored then later on after Cutler interception. Tampa Bay 3, Miami 7. Listen, and Moore just sucks just as bad before you get on Cutler. If he was a better option, they would not have signed Cutler. Okay, while we're looking at this. Okay? You know what? A lot of fans are saying enough with the Jay Cutler project. Yeah, who would you bring? Who would you bring in? Who would you bring in? Cutler interception was later tipped. Results in another Tampa Bay touchdown. Dolphins ball. Dolphins 13-7. It was at that point and 9:14 left in the second. Listen, I was thinking to myself at that point, don't even let Gase back in the locker room. Make him walk his behind straight to the Uber pickup zone. Please. Parker also, I think, needed to get out of his funk as I'm thinking about it. You know, 4th turnover later by the Dolphins, which led to a score of BUCS 10, Dolphins 7. That was 1:50 left in the half. Reporter, Coach Gase, 4 turnovers in the first half. What are you going to do to correct these mistakes? Coach Gase, I don't know. We'll have to look at the film and see what we can do for the next week. Hey, listen, it's good that the Miami Dolphins are improving. At least the turnover numbers are rising. Hell of a performance. They could reach 8 if they make an extra effort. Maybe we should sign the Browns players in the offseason. We'll see more competitive games. Careless mistake. Lack of execution, obviously. BUCS 20, Fins 7 at that point later on. Landry had a fumble. Kiko hit to the head. Turned into touchdown for the BUCS. Can't make this stuff one. You can't make it up. Maybe, you know, with all due respect, that $10 million that they spent for a quarterback. Now, as much as I like Cutler, start to think maybe that $10 million could have been diversified amongst every Miami Dolphin fan that has to suffer through this nonsense of what this team is doing this year. Gase, listen, Gase is doing horrible in this game with his play calling. Oh, let's run it up the middle again after we get nothing. And when it comes to 3rd and long, let's pass it and turn the ball over again. I would be passing just me on 1st and 2nd. Matt Burke stinks. He has no one covering any tight ends. The defense was not putting any pressure and giving up 3rd and long. Penalties need to stop. So many flags. So many flags. Jay Cutler was then taken out, reevaluated for concussion. Put in Matt Moore as the quarterback there. What can you say? Julius Thomas, with offensive pass interference, cost the Dolphins a touchdown. A false start by the Fins there. Barkley kicks for 3. Tampa Bay 20 at that point. Dolphins 10. Personally, I didn't think he touched anyone on the penalty. 2 horrible calls that just absolutely killed the Dolphins as well. BS call, honestly, with that. Could it have changed the game around? Who knows? Who knows? But still, there was a nice drive by the Dolphins later on in the game that resulted in 3. The score at that point was Dolphins 13, BUCS 20, 4:19 left to go in the third. The Tony Sparano take over. Field goals just killing me, man. Killing me with these field goals. Cutler officially would not return into the game later on. It was announced. So he was gone after he went into that locker room. So he didn't come back. You move on to the game. It looked like a safety to me during a play there for us, but you know, the refs seem to be always horrible. I don't know, it just seems like they're just horrible for Dolphin games. Do we get like the crap refs? That was a safety, we didn't get it. Refs were horrible again in our game. 100% that was a safety, one call there. It could have been 2 extra points to us, though at the grand scheme of things didn't make that much of a difference. But still, you know, Dolphins fail on 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, and 4th and 1. Did you expect anything different? You were wondering towards this game. Are we the worst team in the NFL? Can we fire Gase now? 1 yard. That's all we needed. 1 yard. Kenny Stills did have a touchdown. Sneaky 69-yard TD. Game is tied. The game was tied 20-20. I was thinking to myself, let's go defense. Finish the game with a pick 6. That moment, I just needed a stop from the defense. Could it get it through? Could we get it through? And the BUCS were driving to Miami's 20, kick for a field goal. Failed razzle-dazzle on kickoff return. Results in BS loss for the Dolphins. Final score, Tampa Bay 30, Miami 20. Listen, I understand that the Dolphins shouldn't have won the game, but again, I will come back to it again. That call on the safety, that wasn't called a safety, was the most ridiculous call by the officials. And listen, we're just bad. We're just bad. Is Gase overhyped? Did Manning perhaps made him look like a genius? Listen, we're not doing ourselves any favor. We turned the ball over 4 times in the first half. Odds are we're going to lose unless we play Cleveland. Penalties, turnovers, bad calls all lead to another Miami Dolphin loss. Simply a terrible game. I hope all is well.